Welcome back to the Ball and Breakfast Podcast. My name is Gio. For all the new people over on the channel, to all the people that have subscribed already, thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. And man, day 2, week 1, Premier League reaction. Listen, what a day. I mean, outside of the fact that I'm overly excited that the Prem is back, started off with Big Bang Erling Haaland. And we just got into way more information. Today we had way more things going on, way more, like so much more to digest, so much more information that I pretty much didn't see coming. So we're gonna go through the fixture list, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts, and we'll take it from there. Sorry, I'm so behind time in terms of for all the people that are in Europe that are watching, simply because I'm a big boxing fan. And shout out Anthony Joshua coming back to the ring. Bow! What a knockout of Hellenius. But back to the main thing. Keeping the main thing the main thing. Arsenal 2, Nottingham Forest 1. Did not see this coming. Now, for those who don't know, I'm in Jamaica, so this game was on at 6:30 a.m. in the morning. I got up, got my cup of coffee, and really it's my rest day from running. I'm doing a marathon, so all right, had to just kind of buzz myself up for it. But I sat down there and I started watching the game. What a start to the game! Eddie Nketiah and an absolute goal of the weekend nomination by Bukayo Saka. FPL points going up, right? But then everything flatlined. Based on the rhythm and the flow of the game, Arsenal wasn't creating much. I don't see title challengers in the first game of the season. Massive, massive problem in the striker department. Massive, massive problem in missing out the Xhaka. Saw what I did that? Saw what I did there? Granit Xhaka is going to be a big miss this campaign. The threat that he posed with that bomb off a left foot that he had obviously drew defenses out to him, which kind of gave Martin Odegaard a little bit more room to operate with those intricate passes because you had to close down that deep threat. He's like, you can't just let Granit Xhaka line up one and then put his foot through it. You guys know about those Rockets from last season and the seasons before, a la Crystal Palace. Whew. Problems, right? Declan Rice doesn't give you that. Thomas Partey on the defensive side lined up starting the game at right back. And then what I didn't think Arsenal needed to do is to follow Man City and Liverpool with this inverted right back mix scenario this season. They're completely diverting from the formula that got them to the dance last year. Stupid. Come on, Mikel Arteta. You got away with it this week. Saka bailed you out. And that pirouette by Gabriel Martinelli. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The last part was an accident. You can't tell me that he was playing the black heel. He lost it at the end. Eddie Nketiah, good deflection, goal, right? Arsenal 3 points on the board, most importantly. They'll progress and get sharper over the next 4 to 5 games. I'll be completely able to tell you whether or not Arsenal will be challenging for the league title. Moving right along to a little less exciting game. We had Bournemouth West Ham going 1-1. Jared Bowen kicking things off. Had a fantastic year last year. I expect Jared Bowen to be the new talisman, sort of, for West Ham. Sorry, shifting the weight of emphasis because Declan Rice is not there anymore. Lucas Paqueta seems to be going to Manchester City, and he's basically their next big talent. So I expect him to perform, and the system, to offensively at least, to be centered around him. Led most of the way. Cheap goal let in from Solanke really got me pissed off because Alphonse was in my goal for my FPL, threw away those points, but that's okay. We'll get them next week. Nothing much other than that to report. Very shelly, very cagey game. Two possibly relegation um relegation squads until unless some massive changes come in between now and the transfer window. And Harry Maguire is not a massive change; he's just an added body. Moving on, I did tell you guys. I did tell you guys. Any Premier League team that holds Luton this year is going to spank them like a newborn baby out the womb. Brighton could have had oodles more. Brighton 4, Luton 1. And what a soft one. Again, refs. Come on, guys. Stop taking my Premier League points, my fantasy points. Dunk, clean sheet, was going on the way to 7 points. Gone. Come on, guys. Work with me here. Work with me. Can't be right. All in all, a fluid performance from Brighton and basically not dropping a beat. I mean, De Zerbi said they forgot about Caicedo. They say you can take the players, but you can't take the spirit of the team. AKA Caicedo, you ain't shit. And as a Liverpool fan, Caicedo, you ain't shit. Money hungry. You know what I'm saying, right? Moving on to, I mean, anytime you hear Everton losing, you can already tell. I'm pretty happy about that. I this close to getting relegated, and I hope it happens this season. Fulham went in there, another bad choice. I have to switch this up. Vinicius, I totally forgot, totally slipped me that they signed, what's that Mexican guy's name again? He was over at Jimenez. Totally forgot that they signed Jimenez. And they still are holding on to Mitrovic. So my FPL choice of Vinicius is bad. I should have put in João Pedro because he had a monster game for Brighton. And 4 goals for Brighton scored. Mitoma doesn't assist or score on any of them. Kind of wild. FPL gods. You guys are kind of shitting all over my day. Moving on. Another boring result, really. Crystal Palace kind of dominated Sheffield United. Don't expect Sheffield to do anything. Wanted to see Ryan Brewster, ex-Liverpool guy, come back in the Premier League and show some fight and some quality, but he's always injured. Another Anthony Martial-esque player, Thiago-esque player. Crystal Palace, Edward, winner. Good job. 3 points on the board. The most boring possible way, as Roy Hodgson likes it. Now, moving on to the highlight game of the day. Newcastle flexed. Newcastle flexed. Guys, I said it in my first video. Sandro Tonali is the real deal. Alexander Isak is the real deal. Bar injuries. Real deal. But, however, I did also predict to you guys that I don't expect that Newcastle's backline was going to be as good as it was last year. Dan Burn especially kind of played up, and today you saw a lot of his mistakes coming through, a lot of pace issues at the left back position. They definitely need a left back, and I don't think Livramento is the answer. Say that from now. But all in all, Sandro Tonali, debut banger. Then on the other end, Aston Villa said, thought your debutant was good? Diaby, boom, debut goal. But then after that, it was all downhill. Tyrone Mings, injured. Boom, Alexander Isak turns home a lapse in defending off of a set piece. Then everything just unraveled since Pau Torres got in the game. He even subbed on Diego Carlos. I haven't seen him in a minute. Didn't help at all. They just ran a riot. Newcastle has put down a statement. Guys, They are not one season wonders. Get used to them in that top 6 places. They're going to be there for a while, and possibly in 3 to 4 years, Prem champs, they have the money. Remember, they have the money. Now, how patient are they going to be in using that bread? But today was a massive, massive showing from Newcastle United. I mean, when you really think about it, all the games coming up, I mean, one thing I'll say for Newcastle, however, I saw a bit of age in Trippier in the game. Sandro Tonali, as brilliant as he was, kind of stunted the Bruno Guimaraes operation. I didn't see the sort of impetus or impact on the game that Bruno usually has. And I think that was just stunted by that all action kind of, oh, he's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Tonali provides you kind of like I don't know if you did the fusion with Pirlo and Gattuso, you got Sandro Tonali because he has a passing range, not quite. Don't get out of hand, Gio. He's not on Pirlo's level yet in terms of passing, but you can see that he has a range of passing. But the work rate is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And big things ahead for Newcastle. Bar injury, big things ahead. But they have to shore up that defense. And obviously that midfield kind of has to gel because even though Joe Linton is a boisterous, he's a big lad, right? He doesn't do much tracking back. He's lumbering. Out of those 3, I still don't see a lot of balance in the Newcastle midfield. Newcastle midfield can be far more balanced. I would probably take out Joe Linton, put Bruno Guimaraes in that part of the midfield, and kind of put in Longstaff alongside Tonali, and I think they're on their way once they do that. But all in all, fantastic day 2. And the big boy showdown is tomorrow. Yes, the big boy showdown is tomorrow. My Liverpool Football Club at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea on the chopping block. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and share. And I hope I see you guys tomorrow. Gonna try and drop a live podcast for that game. And I hope you guys join on and let's have some fun. Also, please comment your email for a chance to be on the podcast with me. We can chop it up about football and just get to know each other. We want a totally interactive podcast, subscriber interactive podcast, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. Have a good one. Goal!